Gestures. We all use them, especially if you have the latest iPhones without the little home button. You need them. But in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you the interesting hidden ones that could help make your whole iOS experience a whole lot better, as well as share with you guys some of my tips that I've been using for some quick walkarounds during some applications. So let's quickly raise our phone to wake up the screen and jump right into it. So these two icons on front of the home screen, which you'll already be familiar with. When you 3D press the camera, it'll take us to the camera, and when you could 3D press the flashlight, it'll turn on the flashlight. But a few of my friends didn't know that you could also achieve the same thing. If you slide to the right side, it'll take us to the camera. Now, what I like to personally do whenever I give my phone out to like a friend or someone to quickly take a photo, but I don't want them to view my photo library once the camera application is locked, what I like to do is place my hand covering the IR cameras for the front facing camera, and then swipe right and it'll launch the camera app. This way, whenever they take the photo, you can review it without allowing that user to also see your past photos. It's more private this way. Then back at the home screen, you could also swipe left to see all your widgets without having to unlock the phone and go to the home page and doing this. Now, this next one I like to cover is to show you the multiple different ways you could actually launch the app switcher. This first one, you basically just lift off and then just make a right, kind of like an L pattern. Another way you can launch this is by going up and then holding it midway, and this will also launch it as well. And then the other way is to quickly make like a U-turn kind of shape. Just make like a U across the screen. This instantly launches it and also eliminates most of the animation for a quick access. Then if your phone supports 3D touch, you could also 3D press midway. But those are the 4 different ways you could launch the app switcher. And when it comes to opening up previously open app, you can still swipe down, but there's actually another way to do this that will give you a fun little animation. So besides just simply swipe back and forth like so, you can also do like a U pattern that will cause this cool animation to happen. It's snappy and it gives you a cool bounce effect. And then back on the app switcher, a lot of people know now you could close the apps by simply swiping up, but a few people that I talked to had no idea that you could actually close 2 or more at the same time. You can simply just swipe 2 fingers across the screen like so, and it'll close out 2 applications, making it more quicker to close all the background apps if you ever need to. And of course, instead of just swiping up on the app switcher, you can also just tap anywhere outside the screen to quickly exit it. Reachability is another thing I feel like I should at least be explaining again, since I know a lot of you guys are picking up either the iPhone 10 or just finally upgrading to a non-home button iPhone. Reachability is a must-have to have enabled, since with this much larger display, it's really challenging to reach the upper part of the screen to pull down Control Center, for instance, all one-handed. The way I personally like doing this is not just the Control Center, but also applications that require you to hit the top part end of the screen to go back or navigate through the application. With reachability enabled, you simply just pull down on the bottom end of the screen like so, and it brings out the entire application. So if you don't already have this enabled, how to do this is you go to the settings, go down to general, accessibilities, and select enabled reachability, and that's it. I'm sorry if some might complain that I sound like a broken record, but I'm trying to cover everything for everyone, as I'm sure there's a lot of us who just recently picked up these newest generation iPhones. Now this next one is great for organizing a lot of applications, especially if you're like me who has a ton of apps on your phone and you want to better organize them without manually moving one by one to each row. Here's a quick and easy way to do this. So simply activate the wiggle mode by simply holding down on the app and wait until it wiggles. When this happens, move the app that you have your hand on a little bit to the right or left, just wiggle it out until the X icon is gone. When this is gone, you can simply tap the other apps you wish to organize and quickly move around without having to manually move them one by one. So the way this thing works is the top one, the first one you touch, it's gonna be the bottom one, and the last one you release is gonna be on top. So if we're cleaning up our rows right now, and I want this app to be the very first one on top, it's gonna be the last one I'm gonna lastly press on. Then once you release it, it's on top. And that's a quick and easy way to better organize your applications. You could also do the similar trick on the folders, which I'm not sure if this is a glitch or it was this intentionally designed to do this, but I found out ways you could actually leave gaps in the middle of those applications. Simply open up one of these application folders, select the app. Now instead of going outside the app and letting it close like so, if we go back to the application folder and you hold the app and you tap with your other finger outside the screen, you're able to quickly place it outside a lot more quicker. And if you notice, we have this weird gap. So this is a bit of a unique way to organize your folders. And now, when it comes to the power button itself can do multiple things. If you have your accessibility shortcuts enabled, like in my case I have 2 color filters and smart invert colors. If you triple press the power button, you're able to quickly enable these on demand without going through your settings. If you want to find out more about these accessibility shortcuts, you click the little icard above for that video. And then of course, for taking screenshots, simply hold down the power and volume up button and you can take a screenshot. And if you click on the little screenshot icon right down here, you could actually go in and edit it to quickly send into a message or highlight a certain thing. But then if you also want to use your Apple Pay, you could also double tap it here and it'll bring up your Apple Pay. And of course, a single touch will power off or power on the device. But I'm sure we already know this part. But one thing that I have to at least tell you, because I was doing this wrong until a friend told me, if you want to reset your phone, if whatever said reason, let's say your screen is frozen, unresponsive, what I used to do, and this was the incorrect way, you're not supposed to hold the power button or the volume up and down button at the same time. How you're supposed to normally do this is you tap once on the volume up and then you press down on the volume down and then you hold the power button for a good 30 seconds. Now if our phone isn't frozen, so we get this screen, but if our phone was frozen, just continue holding this. This will then shut off our phone and then we'll get the boot up Apple logo. This is the correct way on how to reset your phone if whatever said reason it freezes on you. Now the last gesture I just have to touch base on is when it comes to viewing videos, if you're viewing your own personal content on your camera rolls, you can actually pinch and zoom in on those videos. But if let's say you're watching Netflix, however, you can't do this, but you can make it full screen if you like the more screen and less bezel. Just do know that the notch is still gonna be there. But the simple process is just simply pinching and zooming in on the video. Anyway guys, that's all the gestures I want to go ahead and share with you guys. These are like the nitty gritty gestures, the ones that are not really well known, not really well talked about, but now you know. And if you learn a new gesture, be sure to leave this video a big thumbs up, as that lets me know, but that also strongly helps support the channel. Feel free to also share this with a friend, family who also may want to know about these gestures. It's pretty cool to the most part. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Just remember to like, share, subscribe, especially if you enjoy content like this, since I pretty much cover anything tech related. I always just enjoyed sharing it all with you guys. So if you'd like to stay tuned for the ride, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But as always, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.